So folks, today, the plan is simple. It's simple. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna build a PC.
Hi, I'm Saul Goodman. Did you know that you have rights?
Hey! If you enjoyed today's video and want to see more stuff like this every Saturday morning, feel free to subscribe with the red button down below. Or else...
I'm Pickle Rick!
He's gonna make it your problem. Probably the most, prepared portion of it, the least, scratch thing is I'm gonna be using the base install drive from my old build. And I'm gonna transfer everything over to a new higher capacity drive. But other than that, everything is fresh, everything is brand new. It's gonna be the first time I've ever done this. Ever. And of course, probably the first thing that you should do when building a PC is get yourself the motherboard. For this one, we're going with a Gigabyte X570 platform, Aorus Ultra, which honestly, if I'm being frank here, looks a lot nicer in person than the pictures on the product pages will lead you to believe. Before we even think about putting stuff in the case, I want to connect all the components and do a test boot before I put everything in the case. That way I can troubleshoot what I need to without having to dig everything out. For the CPU, I ended up going with a Ryzen 7 5800X. So call it a hunch, but I don't think I'm gonna need to upgrade this in a long while. At the very least, when installing a Ryzen processor, what you want to do, you can't see it on stream, but there's like a little arrow in the corner there, and what you want to do, you want to align that with the little golden arrow that you probably can't see it, but the little golden arrow in the corner on the back side of the processor. And you want to be first, before you put it in the DOI, you lift up the retention arm right there. And you just want to gently set it in there, just gently. And then put the arm back, should be on there nice and firm. And then probably the very next thing you want to do is install your CPU cooler, which for this build I went with the NZXT Kraken X53. Probably could have gone for something a little bit bigger, but that's just me not doing my due diligence when picking the parts beforehand. So yeah, I should probably install the fans next. And instead of using the cringe, boring fans that came with this water cooler, we're gonna be using a couple Corsair RGB fans. There we go. Nice and gentle. Second Corsair fan. And we're gonna keep ripping the packaging. Like the gorilla from that one movie where the gorilla climbs up the Empire State Building. That would be funny, I think.
Oh, I remember Donkey Kong 64.
Yeah. My doctor tells me that every day.
My doctor tells me that they're not my doctor.
And that I should get out of their house.
Yeah. I don't know what's going on there. Independent fact sources say that you're a piece of garbage.
They're welcome to try. Next, I'm going to put in the boot drive. Right up here. Now the boot drive that I'm putting up here first is not going to be the final boot drive I'll be using, which will be a Samsung 970 EVO Plus 2 terabyte drive. But since I have all my files and whatnot on a 1 terabyte 970 EVO, I'm gonna go ahead and put that in right now. And before I even put it in the case, I'm gonna do like a whole transfer of everything over. Okay, so now we've got the RAM installed here. We've got both NVMe drives installed. So I think what we're gonna do next, we're gonna break out the graphics card. I was able to nab myself an RTX 3060 Ti, which it isn't exactly the card that I want in this build, but it will be a fine substitute until I can get my hands on a 3080.
Where does that even go? Like,
It goes right along one of the PCI
yeah.
Express ports. And literally, the graphics card, you just put it in and snap it into place. Well, it's not exactly a snap, it's more like a thunk. And a bit of a snap, I guess, too.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go. This is just upsetting.
Really? You're quitting on me this early, Jared? That's sad.
I have to call my girlfriend.
Oh, you poor thing. I feel so bad for you. But before you go, let me talk about the power supply here. Now, the power supply I went with is a Corsair RM850, which should be more than enough for really anything, if you think about it. It's a fully modular power supply, and what that means is pretty much you can use the cables you do need, and you don't have to use the cables that you don't, which is really nice for cable management. Now get out! This is plugged in, motherboard's plugged in. Yeah, I don't think I'm missing anything, so... let's hope that I don't blow everything up. I don't have a power switch. Shit. Here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna get this giant case out of its box and try to plug in the power switch that's built into the case. Holy moly, this is a big case. This is bigger than I thought it would be. If any of you say big chonker, I'm calling the cops. Okay, so everything's getting power. That's good. Some LED here indicating that the RAM is not working normally. Now I know that the problem is not the memory modules. I have been using these for the past 3 months and I haven't had any issues with them yet. So let's try, well, first let's try switching the order in which they're placed. You know what? I think I've got another kit of memory over here. Yeah. To hell with it. I was gonna try to send these back, but you know what? Sacrifices must be made in the name of science. So yeah, these came with a bundle with the RTX card. It's weird. Newegg was only selling RTX cards with bundles. I wonder why. Because if it's not the memory sticks that were the problem, it's probably the slots in the motherboard. Please let it not be that. It says there's an issue with the memory, but the LEDs on them came on. Let's flash. Let's see what that does. So it turns out the problem wasn't the RAM. The problem was it didn't like the version of the BIOS that was installed. So right now it seems like it's working on updating it right now. It seems like I booted into Windows just fine.
This is true. This is good. Perish. Perish. I am perishing.
Well, knock it off.
I am no longer perishing. Oh, this man has never felt the touch of a woman.
I have a name, you know.
Steven, I don't think you should look at the recording.
What did you do?
What are we asking about? Steve is cooling his PC with Gamer Girl bathwater?
No.
Not again.
No, I'm cooling it with Diet Pepsi. Like any God-fearing man should. I'm gonna go ahead and start the process of transferring everything from one SSD to the other. And while that's going on, I'm gonna pause the stream.
No.
Because my wireless headset needs to charge. Okay, so we're just about ready. Oh, it's already done. The data has been transferred from my old SSD to my new one. So now I gotta restart and change the boot drive. Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did. Someone clipped that. That was funny. I got it fixed.
So this entire time, it's just been looking like you've been talking to yourself. That's
Steve has just been talking to himself.
I am schizophrenic. Point of
We hear
view.
the voices in his head. Hey, the next time Steven takes his meds, all of us just have to go on mute and not tell him.
I eat a bunch of screws. You all mute yourselves.
It worked.
What the?
Okay, well, I mean,
Oh, great. Stinky's here.
Stinky?
The cat.
Oh.
She wants to shake hands.
Then shake hands.
I can't. She
Ball her
doesn't
up into
have
a small
hands.
cube and toss her into the nearest wastebasket.
I can't. She's too old.
Hey Steve, question. You got a paper shredder?
No.
No.
Actually, yeah, I do. It's called My Bare Hands.
Alright, you know what to do.
Anyway, the reason I got this case is because about a third of it is just room for cable management.
Oh, that's fucking sick.
Oh, there's a box in this drive bay. I wonder what's inside. A secret. I wonder if it is the standoff screws for the motherboard.
my cyberpunk character.
Would you
is
look
supposed
at
to be
that?
Jedi. I want Keanu Reeves to sit on my character.
They
I wish you
ray
wouldn't say
trace
these things
balls.
to me. A snack.
I might not be the smartest tomato in the bushel.
Someone clip that.
Stop! You can't just clip everything I say.
Someone clip that too. Right now, I'm in the process. I have already verified that all the parts work. I'm just in the process of putting it in the case and getting all the cable management nice and tidy. In fact, I originally was trying to get a 3080 for this build, but I just can't ever get any luck getting one. So I'm probably just gonna have to wait until they're easily and readily available. But I know which one I'm looking at. I'm looking at one of the AIO ones from Gigabyte. That one looks really fucking nice. Cause apart from Zotac's cards, really the performance between the board partners is not that much, except for the probably like the really expensive ones like the Strix and the MSI Supreme ones.
I don't know what Steve just said, but I think he just leaked the next season's Doctor Who villain.
Yeah, I love Wallace and Gromit. I miss my boys Wallace and Gromit.
Yeah, it's too bad Peter Sallis kicked the bucket.
What bucket?
Oh, I forgot one thing. One more case fan. A 140.
36 gold.
Okay,
Yeah, I'll make it. Sure, why not? I have plenty.
Let's install the graphics card next.
Let's.
Oh, this is just barely gonna fit. Holy moly. If I flare these out a bit, yeah, I can fit it in the top slot. And here's that click. Oh, that's nice.
What? Random dancing was the death of television.
Random dancing. Random
No,
Dancing
that
was just the beta release of the Harlem Shake. It's a rat's
how you
nest
looking in
back
terms of
here, but you
completion?
know what? At this point, I don't care.
How are you looking at in terms of completion, my guy?
I think I'm just about complete. I just gotta make sure
Oh, okay.
everything still works. All right, the moment of truth.
Will it turn on?
Oh, brilliant.
Did it turn on, or is that a sarcastic, oh, brilliant?
That is not a sarcastic, oh, brilliant.
Pog!
Judging by all the RGB, I think I did it. Yeah, that's all I got for today. Thanks for tuning into the stream. My back is killing me, my feet are killing me, but it's worth it. It's worth it. The job is done.
Yeah.
And
Hi, Robin.
Hamburger.
yeah.